So our topic for the today is electric dipole. Electric dipole is a system of two equal and opposite charges when placed very near together. So if we have two equal and opposite charge placed at a very small distance twice L, plus Q and minus Q. So plus Q and minus Q, when placed very near together, they constitute an electric dipole. So what is an electric dipole? An electric dipole is a system of two equal and opposite charges when placed very near together. So plus Q minus Q is called charge of dipole, and AB is equal to twice L is called dipole length. We have to remember that the value AB, that is twice L, is very small. Now we have to define a term known as dipole moment, denoted by P. So dipole moment or moment of a dipole is defined as the product of charge and the length of dipole. So dipole moment P is expressed as charge Q and twice L. P is a vector quantity and its direction is from minus Q to plus Q charge, and its SI unit is Coulomb meter. So for this electric dipole, we have to find out the field at two specific positions. The first one is electric field at a point on the axial line. Electric field at a point on the axial line. So electric field at a point on the axial line due to an electric dipole. Very important derivation, and this is frequently asked in the board examination. So we have an electric dipole AB. The charges are minus Q and plus Q. O is the middle point of the dipole. Dipole length is twice L. And the line joining the two charge is called axis of the dipole. So if we have a point P on the line joining the two charges minus Q and plus Q, this is a point on the axial line. So P is a point which is at a distance R from the middle point. And we have to find out the electric field at point P due to this electric dipole. So this is very simple. the electric field at point P is contributed by the two charges one by one. So we have to find out electric field at point P due to charge at A and electric field at point P due to charge at B, and we have to add the two field vectorially to get the resultant. So electric field at P is contributed by charges placed at A and B. So if EA is the field at P due to charge at A, then we can write the formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, and charge at A is Q magnitude upon the distance from A to P. So AP square. Now from the diagram it is very much clear that AP is actually OP plus PO plus OA. So PO is R and OA is L by 2. Sorry, it is twice L. So this is L and L. So R plus L. And similarly we have the value of BP also. So BP is equal to PO minus OB. This is R minus L. So the value is here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R plus L whole square. This is the magnitude of EA, and if we want to know the direction of this EA, we have to think of +1 charge here, that is electric field is the force experienced by unit positive test charge. So this minus and this plus have the force of attraction. So this -1 +1 will be attracted towards this. So this is the direction of EA. And similarly we can find out EB. So EB is field at P due to charge at B. And again we can write it in the similar manner, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon BP square. And the value of BP we have already find out that it is R minus L. So this is the value 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R minus L whole square. And again if you want to know the direction, this plus repels this plus, so the direction of EB is shown like this. Now finally we have two fields acting at point P, one EA in this direction and EB in this direction, and as the two vectors are opposite, so the resultant field will be given by subtracting the bigger vector to the smaller vector. And it is very clear once again that B is nearer to point P, so the field due to B is stronger than the field due to A. So the resultant will be EB minus EA. So the resultant field at point P due to this dipole is given by E at P is actually EB minus EA. Why EB minus EA? Because EB is greater than EA. Why EB is greater than EA? Because point B is nearer to P and A is far from P. So the field is stronger because of the charge at B in comparison to the charge at A. So we have to simply substitute the values of equation 1 and 2 and solve to get the final result. So substituting the value of EB, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R minus L square minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R plus L whole square. Now simply solve. So we can take this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught common. Then Q under bracket it is 1 by r minus L square minus 1 by r plus L square. And by solving we can get the result. This is, take the LCM. LCM is r square minus L square whole square, and here it is r plus L whole square minus r minus L whole square, and again further simplifying 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q r square plus L square plus 2RL minus r square minus L square plus 2RL divided by r square minus L square whole square. So r square L square cancel, and we have finally resultant field is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q. In the bracket we can write 2RL plus 2RL is 4RL upon r square minus L square whole square. Now in the next step we write this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q, and from this 4RL we can separate 2L and remaining is 2R divided by r square minus L square whole square. So this Q into 2L we can write as dipole moment P. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught dipole moment P into 2R upon r square minus L square whole square. So this is the formula of the field. So in a systematic manner we can write this EP as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2PR upon r square minus L square whole square. This is equation number 3. Now a simple approximation, as we have discussed in the early, that the dipole length twice L is very, very small. So if 2L is very, very small, L is extremely small, and L square is negligibly small. So in comparison to this R square, as R square is far, far greater than L square, so L square can be neglected. Then the formula of EP will be a simplified formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught twice PR upon. L square is not neglected, so R square to the power square means R to the power 4. So 1 R cancel, and the final result of electric field is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught twice P upon RQ. And from the diagram it is very much clear, this is the direction of EB, this is EA, and as EB is greater than EA, so the resultant field ER is towards EB. Resultant field ER is towards EB. So this is the expression for electric field due to an electric dipole at a point on the axial line. Thank you.